Right here is from a friend of mine, Kevin, who just passed away from the same thing.
Are you serious?
And his sister-in-law, he lives in West Hollywood too. His sister-in-law is a painter, and she interviewed me, and she came up with this painting just by interviewing me.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was purpose, family, and brotherhood. And you got the badge there in the lower right-hand corner.
Oh yeah, you did. There you go. And the colors. So she painted it?
Uh-huh. She made that.
Wow. And I like the doorknob it's on.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's my wife's taste.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I would never come up with something like that.
So here we are. We just went to your treatment, and we got radiation. I thought we were going for chemo, but we got radiation. Is that correct?
Yeah, the chemo's tomorrow. As long as the counts are good enough, it'll be tomorrow. So I'll do radiation in the morning and chemo in the afternoon.
Okay. So I feel, and the reason why I wanted to shoot some of this is I did it last time, and it was really, really neat. It was just candid. I think we were outside, and I think I said, state your name, and you're like, what should I say? I'm like, your name. So basically, this is not, there's no script. I'm just asking I guess what I think, because I feel like you have this amazing message. I feel like you have, and I don't, like, I think we're talking about someone saying you're going to perish sooner. I mean, how long have you had since you've been diagnosed to now? How long has it been?
This month it's 7 years. And originally I was told that I was gonna probably live, well, I was told to get my life affairs in order, is the way you put it. And he said, usually, and I said, well, what does that mean? And they said, well, that means 1 to 2 years. So, and it's been 7.
Wow.
So there's a lot that's gone on in between, especially lately, but I'm still on the right side of the earth, up above the dirt, and I'm going to continue to hopefully, help others that get diagnosed. Unfortunately, people get diagnosed daily. I'm getting treated at UCLA, and that's one of the best places for the particular cancer that I have.
What type of cancer is that?
It's brain cancer, but specifically the name is glioblastoma, multiform grade 4. It's a long one. It's basically the worst type of brain tumor that you can get. You look up on it and on the internet, and if you type in glioblastoma, the first sentence says the deadliest, most aggressive brain cancer there is.
Okay.
And it goes on to talk about it. So right off the bat, it's...
Right, and you've met other patients with the same type of cancer?
Oh yeah. And I just lost a friend at, I think he was 8 years with it. Young man, 23 years old. Mm-hmm. And I know others that are, or were older, that didn't hang in there as long. But Kevin did great. He did great for many years and had a good life. And really appreciated it.
And so, and you practice pretty much living, you're not dying.
Correct.
Correct?
Correct.
But there's some people that actually, when they get told this, they react a different way and they're dying.
True. And that's kind of interesting that you bring that up, that I've really noticed how different people handle when they're told that they have a fatal diagnosis. And some people go on their spending spree, other people go on their worship spree, other people just, I'm going to take this vacation. And everybody really deals with their mortality in a different way. I don't think there's any right or wrong way. What I've done is I'm going to do the best I can to beat this, or at least to prolong my life, and hopefully along the line, and there has been, in the 7 years that I've been diagnosed, a lot of advances in dealing with the cancer, and with this particular type of cancer. Vaccines, the chemotherapy, the radiation treatment has really improved, so that although I'm doing all that stuff, it has not made me as sick as other people's cancers. The treatment ends up being worse as far as how the patient reacts to it than the actual cure itself.
Yeah, and I think, because I know you, that there's another underlying foundation that actually, I think, exudes from you. And I think that you have in a, I don't say beat it, but you're right there. You know, like you do a marathon and you know you're going to finish at the
Sure,
end, but
sure.
there's some kind of a courage in your heart that makes you could have trained for years for this marathon, but what gets you through a marathon, I think, because I've done marathons,
Hmm.
is the heart that you have. But where does that come from is your foundation. And I think we both know what we're talking about. And you may want to add something on that.
Well, I think it's pretty basic, really. The way I see it, it's very simple. You're either going to get busy living or get busy dying. That's a quote from somebody in one of these movies. And I chose to get busy living. Bad things happen to people all the time. You know, my career showed me that. Never thought anything would happen to me, but here we go. It's all of a sudden I get diagnosed with brain cancer. I told the guys
What was your career?
I was a captain on the Long Beach Fire Department.
Okay.
So I spent 20-something years there. I was a paramedic. I used to work for the Inglewood Fire Department before, went to Long Beach, and ended up as a captain. I really enjoyed being with the guys and gals there. And it all started with numbness in my right hand. It was my first symptom. I felt fine, no seizures, no headaches. I never really had headaches, other than after you come out of a fire because you breathe in all that smoke. But you're supposed to be wearing your breathing apparatus. You just don't wear it all the time. It's just not for you.